Well, good morning. Today, work on a 2007 Honda Accord. Check engine light. Feels like a misfire. I scanned it, had a P20 something. I'll put it right here. I can't remember what it was. But a vtec issue. Googled it. Found a common problem was the oil pressure switch on the vtec assembly. Where's my light? Where's my light? Here's my light. And so I looked up on the internet where that sensor is, watched a YouTube video on it. I actually recorded all of that, and then my computer crashed. So you don't get to watch me fumble my way through that. But it actually wasn't that bad. The YouTube video that I watched on that, I'll put a link or a shout out to that YouTuber. That it was super easy. You have to excuse me, I just woke up. Just got the garage warmed up a little bit. And then my torpedo heater just smoked out. And it's got plenty of diesel in it, so I don't know what's up with that. But we have this new screen to put in. Let me back up. No, hang on. Like I said, I just woke up. So I put the oil pressure switch in there, and that didn't fix it. Upon some more research, there's a screen in there that gets clogged up on higher mileage engines, not allowing the proper oil pressure to go through the vtec assembly. And this one's got almost 200,000 miles on it, so I'm assuming that's it. This was an $8 part. Let's see if that fixes it. The sensor I put in was like 68 bucks. It was like on sale on Amazon for a factory OEM replacement part. Oh, excuse me. And that was really cool. Then there was an issue with shipping, so they refunded it, and then the part showed up. So I contacted Amazon and let them know, and they said, just keep it. I said, all right, well, take it as a blessing, and I appreciate that. So I did not watch a YouTube video on how this comes apart, because I want to leave a little mystery in it. You know what I mean? Well, what's the fun in it if you get the answers all the time? You know what I mean? So I'm going to bring you in on this a little bit, see if I can kind of zoom you in on what I'm trying to do here to get that screen in. Because like I said, I want to leave a little mystery in it. So let's have some fun. Yep. That actually looks like a pretty good view. That's almost a better view than I'm going to have. So it's something back in here. Right back in here somewhere. There's a whole assembly. Looks like we've got a heat shield going around it. Yep. Okay. Yep. We definitely have a heat shield. Some wires, some harnesses, things of that nature. I guess we'll start with getting some of those wiring harnesses out of the way and those connectors. We've got two connectors, it looks like, and a harness on the outside of the heat shield. Ooh, I love these Cyclops lights. The magnets are really strong. I want to try to not break that clip. This thing's still a little cold. I can see my breath in the garage here. I'm thinking that torpedo heater probably just needs cleaned. I don't know, I just need to focus on what I'm doing right now. Okay. Let's see about maybe grabbing a pick to see if we can push down on that thing. So like I said, I don't want to break it. Probably be fine if it does, but I'd rather not, if possible. There's not room to put my other hand. Yeah, I'm gonna waste way too much time on a clip. That's what zip ties are for, right, folks? That's what I'm guessing. That's what I'm thinking. I'm coming behind it. Tight spaces. Okay. I only see one bolt for that heat shield. Could be a 10. Could be a 10 mil. I don't know. We shall check it out. See if a 10 mil fits on it. Definitely don't have room to put a socket on it. I love Hondas. Everything's a 10 or a 13 or a 12 or a 14. Well, it's definitely more than one bolt there, but did I mention she's cold? It's currently 20-something degrees outside. And that's where this car was sitting up until about half an hour ago. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. Oh, praise the Lord. Whew. Now that heat shield's still on there pretty taut. I don't see another bolt though. I think I can feel something down there. Can you guys see it from your angle? No. Feels like there's one more. Let's see if we can find the elusive 10mm socket. I honestly think mine is missing. My stubby one is. How about my long one? I got my deep. I'm dropping stuff. You can't see it. You're just gonna have to trust me. Felt it somewhere down here. There it is. Ooh! Wow, that one's kind of on there. Ugh. Oh my. Did you hear that? That's the sound of my wrist breaking. I don't think that was a heat shield bolt. I think that was a bolt for that whole controller. Did that controller come off with Or does the heat shield come off with that controller? I really should have watched a YouTube video on it. Like I said, we're going after the mystery though, didn't I? I feel 2 more 10s down there. That might just bring off that whole assembly. I hope it doesn't pee oil all over the place. You know what? I want to get a little extra leverage on that guy. I'm going to grab my longer 1/4-inch drive ratchet. Get a little leverage in this situation. Do you hear the magnetic force on that bad boy? Feels like there's another 10 back there. Maybe. I don't know. My fingertips are kind of numb. There's another long one. Well, if my suspicions are correct, I only feel 1 more 10mm down here. That's probably going to be the last one to get this thing off. Apparently the heat shield is part of it. Where did you go? I just felt you a second ago. There you are. Oh yeah. I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but oh shoot, that whole assembly just turned on me. The socket's not wanting to fit flush on there. Might have to come in at it at a different angle here. Let's get all of our stuff out of the way here off the valve cover so I don't knock it over with my elbow. Because it felt like it wanted to roll. Okay. Hey, babe. This is not feeling good. Where's my mirror? I need my mirror. I need to see what's going on back there. Where are you, Mr. Mirror? Where did I put you? Aha. It's an old GM mirror. I'm not even sure where I got this thing from. Hey, there's our oil filter. Okay. I'm gonna change our lighting situation. Yep, looks like there's one more bolt. It does not look happy to be there. Okay. Sorry about that. Well, I can see it just fine. It definitely looks like it's the last bolt to hold that whole assembly on. So, a 10 mil fits on there good. It's just the thing of getting the angle. So I'm going to try at 3/8. Might be able to get on it a little stronger. Of course, this is a 12-point socket, which I don't really like, but maybe with a little more leverage, a little more swing, who knows, might work out for us. Most important, make sure you're on it straight, right? There it is. Praise Jesus, let's go. Fingertips are numb. My fingertips are numb. Okay, let's see if she just comes right out. What's holding us up here? No, the harness. The harness is attached to us somewhere. Nope, it's just attached to the heat shield. So, excuse me. What I found online is on these higher mileage ones, this spring right here is often clogged up, causing oil restriction, causing the sensor to read low, causing it to goof up. And from what I'm seeing, shed some light on the situation. Because that screen right there looks perfectly clear. Got a little gash thing right there. Hello. So you can see our new sensor right here. Got a new sensor up here. Our screen looks perfectly clear, except for the oil that's in it now, but I was really hoping that that screen would be all clogged up. Let's grab a pick and dig that out. I'm probably going to end up putting a whole new assembly thing on here. You can see in the background, I'm in the middle of painting. I had a video on that, but it got lost when my computer crashed a few days ago, so I won't be able to watch that progress, but you can still, it's kind of in the process still, right? So, yay, we're painting up the Wheels of Faith garage. Trying to make it look less, I don't know, crappy. Mostly it's just dark. It's just dark in here. Even with all these lights, it's still dark. I'm really curious what it's going to look like in there. Where did I just put my light? It's right here hanging. Okay. Yep. Yeah, that screen looks beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. So I don't think this is going to be our issue. Excuse me, it's cold out here. Well, that gasket is hard. It's definitely been in there, I'd say, for 200,000 miles. Yeah. Can you see that? It's nice and clean. I don't really focus in there, but it's not clogged up is the point. So that's not our issue. There's a couple goobers in there, but so we've replaced this. We've replaced this. And yeah, it's going to be an issue in this guy. So we'll hop on the internet there and figure out what the heck they call that thing and just get the whole thing. Bummer. Bummer, 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 bummer. Alright, well, we'll be back in just a minute. I'm going to sit down and do a little bit of research. Does that look like what we got? I think that's what we need. Check that out. 76 bucks. Not too bad. That sensor alone, OEM sensor, was 68. It was on Amazon with a discount or whatever. So I think that's what we're gonna need. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that ordered. It'll be here next week. Today's Friday. I'll get that ordered. Should be here, according to that, between Tuesday and Saturday. So just gonna leave this car sit here. I got room right here to work on the next thing I need to work on. So it'll work out just fine. Let's go ahead and take a few minutes. And I gotta get into that torpedo heater. You wanna join me for that? Dig in the torpedo heater and get that thing working, because it's 45 degrees in this garage right now. And it's a little bit smoky from when that thing smoked out or turned off or whatever it did. So, but considering I haven't cleaned that thing in 4 or 5 years, well, let me rephrase that. I've never cleaned it since I've owned it. It was given to me, and then it's just worked for the 5-6 years I've had it. So she deserves a little TLC. She's kept me warm for a long time. So let's go ahead and get that thing brought over here, take it apart now it's cooled off enough, and then let's get that thing cleaned up. We need some heat in the garage. I don't want to pull out the... Got an infrared heater over there, and my AC unit does heat also, but it's not very efficient. Not at all. So I suppose we'll just start with taking this top cover off. Yep, looks like stuffing things. We might need to watch a YouTube video. I'm telling you folks, YouTube's one of the best things ever invented. Find answers to all kinds of cool stuff. All kinds, I say. Gotta keep an eye on our time. Gotta go to work here in a little bit. Yep, okay. Before I dig too far into this any farther, I'm gonna go ahead and watch a YouTube video on it, and just to make sure of what the heck I'm doing. Well, according to the fella on YouTube, One of the common things on these is this photo cell thing. Let's see if I can get you in there. So this thing right here is like a photo cell or something. It gets dirty and spiders and goobers and things in there. We're going to see if we can slide that guy out and see if it's dirty. Imagine it is, because like I said, I haven't cleaned this thing since I've owned it. It's probably dirty. Well, it does not want to slide out of there very nice. Half tempted to just blow it out with some compressed air. That fan's kind of sharp too, did I tell you? I just can't get my hands in there. Get it to turn, but it's supposed to slide out. Bummer. No, though. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to clean that filter right there, too. Oh, yeah, that's nasty. That could also be the problem. It's not getting proper airflow through that nasty filter I've never ever cleaned. Who knows? Probably not a bad idea to yank that off real quick. And clean this filter. Yep, that all looks pretty important. They said this back here is an air pump. Yeah, that's pretty bad. So in the interest of me just being cold, wanting to get this thing going, I'm gonna blow this filter out real quick. Fixed. Okay. Throw that guy back in. Looks really clean on the inside. Don't see anything goofy out here. Gonna throw this back in. I'm gonna try to pull that sensor out one more time. If I can't get it, then it's just gonna get blown out with compressed air. That's what I'm gonna do. There we go, just nice and easy. Don't need to drive it to Alabama. Speaking of Alabama, where's my little pry bar guy? Oh, I put it back. No wonder I couldn't find it. Oh, that's easy now. We should always just use tools to do things. And now she comes. Yep, just a little photo cell thing, just like they said. It doesn't look too dirty in there. I'll go ahead and grab a Q-tip real quick and we'll wipe it down. And then we got a clean filter and a clean sensor eye, and we'll just maybe blow out the whole dang thing with compressed air, and I don't know, we'll see what happens. Let me grab a Q-tip. I'm pretty sure my mic was working the entire time I was in the house. That's kind of fun. Yep, not really any dirt in that photo cell thing. But we know now it's super duper clean. Super duper duper clean. In fact, Yeah, I'm just going to kind of blow this whole thing out and see what happens. I'm going to cover that eye so it doesn't get a bunch of goobers in it. All right, now we sprayed cancer all over the garage. Ugh. Let's get this thing back together and see if it works. I'm going to move this photo cell thing a little bit closer to the flame, this little flame sensor thing. Just a tickle closer. Make sure nothing's rubbing anything. All the lines are on good. Okay. Yeah, there's no way. I'm not going to blow that thing out. That's just gross. Yeah, I probably should. Why not? We're here. What's a little cancer, right? And I can say that cancer thing because I've had cancer before. So I'm just joking around, guys. And zip our screws back in, and we'll test it out, see if she works. All right, let's plug it in, see if she works. She did a little choochie thing, but she did fire. She is on. It sounds healthy. Let's see how long she lasts. I'll keep you updated. But I got that part ordered. It should be here next week. They're all in the same video and stuff, but got one with this garage. Got one more video to shoot for my other YouTube channel, and we'll be back next week. All right, well, it's been a week or so. Got our part in and finally got time to go ahead and get it put in. If I can figure out how this box works. Make sure this is exactly identical to the part we took off. I got off at eBay. It's got Honda part numbers on it. Kind of all oily, probably so it doesn't rust, but looks exactly like what we took off. Bring this up here too, you can kind of see. Yeah, looks identical. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy put on and get this car back on the road, get it out of my garage. It is nice that they oiled that up so it doesn't rust. Except it's all over my fingers. Alright, let's get this thing put in, huh? Grab our Cyclops light. Yeah, I'm going to grab a rag and clean up the mating surface. Just so everything's nice and happy and clean together, huh? get that bad boy put in there. Oh, it's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful in there. I believe all three of our bolts were in fact the same size. So there shouldn't be any discrepancies there. And that is correct. They are all the same size. So as we learned when we took this off, the shield back here, the bolts go through it and then through the solenoid thing. Because I've got another harness attached to the heat shield thing, so we'll see if we can leave that in, because that's how she came out. Let's see if we can't get a bolt started through there. Honestly, I'd probably be better off disconnecting that harness from the heat shield to make this installation a bit easier. I think I'm going to do that. That way we're not fighting trying to line up the bolts. Let's just do it the easy way. You know what I mean? Every once in a while, I like to switch things up and do it the easy way. Don't need to be hard-headed all the time. You know what I mean? We got the tools, we might as well use them. Just not a lot of room to work, though, is all. Okay, we got the tab squeezed. I need another hand back there somehow to pull that off of there. So he's got almost 200,000 miles on it. It's a 2007. All of those clamps are so brittle. Like the pins that push through the hole and it's got the little legs that come out. They're brittle. Honestly, it's probably going to break. But that's alright, because, you know, we got zip ties. Did that really just come right out of there real nice? No way. It sure did, though. Look at that. Do you see that? Yeah. I'll go ahead and wipe that off real quick, too. So that little bit of oil that came out doesn't leak on the exhaust. Which it's next to the exhaust, so maybe it wouldn't have, but we're going to go ahead and wipe it down anyways. So we'll go ahead and start on this bottom hole. Actually, we'll just set them all kind of in there. Should be a straight shot. We'll keep this guy on standby. Because we got to see if we can do this one-handed, y'all. Because I can't get two hands back there. I can't hardly see nothing. I wish I could see better back there. I wonder if I come around this way. I can reach my right arm in there. Maybe. Stretch. Yeah, perhaps. It takes all my light away. There you go. Well, you guys aren't going to be able to see it for nothing, but I think it's more important at this time that I can see what the heck I'm doing. I just wish my head was a little bit smaller. Does that line them all up? I don't know. It feels like it's threading in up there. How about that one? Hey, that one's threading in. How about this third one? Did it find a hole to thread into? It surely did. Awesome sauce. Okay. Yeah. Now I can come back around this way, where it's more comfortable.
I'm gonna get our bolts zipped in place. Everything's going in nice and easy. Very nicely. Everything's going in smooth. Nothing feels cross-threaded or getting all whopper jawed or nothing. Where's the third bolt? There it is. I'm flying blind, did I tell you? I tell you. Well, there's a camera small enough to be able to get back in here. I guess there is. A little action camera maybe, but yeah, I think it would totally get damaged. If I drop something, boom, lens is gone ski. Okay. We're going to use our extended handle, 1/4-inch drive with the deep 10 mil, because I don't know where my short 10 mil is. And we're going to kind of feed these the beans a little bit, get them good and tight. Don't need to kill them. I'm sure there's a torque spec. There's a torque spec for everything. But my goodness, it's just aluminum. No need to send it to the moon. Or just pushing down the rubber gasket with the new screen in it. Yeah, she's snugging up real good. I'm not worried in it. Not worried at all about it. I think there's one more. Yeah, there it is. Click, click. Click, click. And the last one. Click, click. Okay, we just got one connector. There should be two. Yep, there's the other one. It's a small one. Let's see, this set over here. That guy plugs in. Had an audible click. Felt good. How about this one? That one is keyed, but I can't see the key. Ha! Now I can see what I'm doing. So the keyway is over here. So it goes like that. Two pins. Audible click. Feels good. See where our harness is laying. That's in a comfortable spot away from everything. And that bottom one, I think we can get it to go back into its natural habitat. If I can just see it. Boom, it clicked right into place. Everything's away from the exhaust. Everything is nice and happy where it's sitting. She's installed, folks. She is installed, finally. Thing's been sitting in here way too long. Yayyyy. Alright, so while it's in here, I just had it in here a couple weeks ago when I put in the oil pressure sensor switch thingamabob. I already checked tire pressures and stuff. I do want to double, triple check the oil level. Because apparently if the oil level is down, all kinds of weird stuff happens. I'm sure I already did it, but just to doubly, triply verify that our oil level is happy, we'll stick it one more time. Yep, right at the second dot, top full mark. Don't drip on my chair now, daggone it. Okay, so this thing is ready to go for a test drive. But before that, I'm gonna fire up the heater and warm it up in here a little bit. I'm gonna clean out the inside of this car just because it bugs me to death when it's dirty, which it really shouldn't, but it does. Coolant level's good. I remember topping off the washer fluid because I had to buy more. I'm gonna double check, make sure I got all the parts, tools. Can't tell you how many times I've left stuff up here. Okay, good. All right. Hello. Oh yeah, she's in. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum this thing out, wipe it down on the inside, get the heater going again, and then do all that stuff because it's getting cold again in here. But yeah, and then I'll be back to let you know if that fixed it or not. Took care of these codes and that hesitation, jerking, bucking, like lack or loss of power. The thing that feels like a misfire. See if that fixed it. Because for that code, other than like a base engine problem, you know, oil pressure problem, that thing right there should have took care of it, whatever they call a spooling valve or whatever. So if it still messes up, then we got bigger issues. So go for a good drive, let my boy drive it next couple days, have him tell me if everything's good, and then I'll let you know when I go to edit it that, hey, it worked good or whatever. All right guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.